Okay, so here we are at week 5 for Human Resources class. This week you're going to read chapters 8 and 9 in your book, and you're also going to look at the PowerPoint by Anthony Mohammed on creating or transforming school climate and culture. You probably have seen him live before. He's fabulous, but it's a really fast read on that PowerPoint, and I think you'll enjoy it again. One of the things I thought was a truth that was in that was that we want to develop the talent of each individual. That includes our teachers, our staff, and our kids. And if we can do that by transforming culture on campus, we've done a good job. Okay, you know about tweeners, believers, fundamentalists, and survivors. Fortunately, survivors are only about less than 2% of the people on campus, but they'll be people that take a lot of your time when you're there, because you'll have to be documenting and helping them move on if we can. You want to, as an administrator, always take the blame when something goes wrong and give the acclaim. You know, if something goes right with your third grade scores, your teachers are doing a great job and your kids really score well on the SBAC, you don't go to the board meeting and say, I did a great job doing this on campus, I really led this initiative. You're going to say, my teachers were fabulous, they worked with our kids, they really worked on incorporating all these Common Core strategies in their classroom and improving the kids' reading scores and making sure that they were comprehending, and I'm so proud of my teachers. Leader never takes the acclaim, but always takes the blame. You never throw your teachers under the bus, or any other staff members. If you've got somebody on your team that maybe did something wrong, you say, oh, you know what, I'm going to fix that, that's my fault, I didn't clearly explain that to them. You take the blame. You don't throw your people under the bus. I've had leaders that do that. It's not nice. You don't get a good reputation doing that. So make sure you do that. So think of this week how, if you're the administrator on campus, and we're getting a lot more new teachers on campus, we'll all be hiring new teachers this next year, how are you going to help those tweeners come on your campus and become believers? How are you going to build that culture so that they have ways to incorporate themselves into or work with those mentors on campus instead of getting in with those fundamentalists? What are you going to do for them? Are you going to have meetings of articulation, so you meet with them once a week and say, hey, what's going on? What do you need help with? Are you going to assign them a mentor? Not just a BITS mentor, but somebody on campus that can really help them. BITS is a really good program, but sometimes that person's not right there with them, and new teachers need somebody that they can just go, I don't know what I'm doing. How do I do these report cards? Give me some help. So they need somebody they can really go to. And how are you going to support them in developing their skills to become better teachers? So this week, online, 5 p.m., come with one idea of how you would build school culture, or how you would help your new teachers that are coming on campus, and make sure that they're going to be happy and with the believers instead of with the fundamentalists. So I'll see you online at 5 o'clock this week. Start thinking about your action plan. That's due February 13th. It's either, excuse me, a PowerPoint or a Prezi. You're not turning in a paper, and you're not presenting it. So you have to have notes that go with it so I can read it and see this is how it would be presented, this is what they would say, this is the research they're going to use. You're going to pick something that needs to be solved on campus. So I came up with some ideas for improving student culture or school culture. Maybe it's how you work with the new teachers. Maybe it's how to improve professional development on campus. Maybe it's how to improve the implementation of Common Core and infuse technology into it. Maybe it's SBAC and how you're going to make everybody successful on passing that test. Maybe it's culturally responsive education or curriculum. A lot of us are implementing PBIS or restorative justice. What are some of the aspects of that need to be done on campus to help kids and help staff understand what the initiative is? So you're going to interview 5 to 8 stakeholders. Make sure you have that data, because that's part of the plan. You have the data from the stakeholders, and then you develop a plan on how you would implement this, how you're going to present it to the staff, how you're going to get through to your parents, how you're going to make sure the kids understand. So start on that. You've got to have at least 3 resources for it. They can be on your last slide, but make sure that you remember you're not presenting it. So part of that rubric says that you will present it, your eye contact. That obviously doesn't make any sense on that rubric. Just make sure your notes are complete so when I read it, I have a good idea of how you would present it. Do you have something interactive that you want them to do? Put that in the notes as you're doing it. Okay. Also, I've posted on the initial announcement the information about the symposium that is Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning. So 8 o'clock in the morning, you're supposed to be online. I posted that link for you. If you have any questions about that, email me, because I'm going to be leaving Thursday night to Sacramento. So get to me, at the beginning of the week if you can, if that link's not working for you. But I posted on the initial announcement. Look there for it, and have a great time in your symposium. I'll see you later. Your papers were excellent. All 20 of them. They were really great. I was really impressed with some of the ideas you came up with, and some of the places that you looked at teacher evaluation that are very different than California. There was, I think Jeffrey did one on North Carolina and their teacher evaluation program. I thought, I'm going to move there. It sounded like a great program. But excellent job. I was very pleased to read those this weekend, and thank you for getting those in on time. All right, have a great week.